Okay, back to the code. Let's go to the top here, and let's just start annotating. Right, so these are my to imports here, and then I've got my first subroutine. What's that? So I'm going to explain now what the try except block is, and that is to handle type issues from the user. And that's using strings instead of floats. Okay, so exception is going to go there, and then I've got my if statements as per the exam question. Terminate the program. Now we return doesn't actually terminate the program, but they didn't ask me to actually terminate the program, just said display a message in the exam question. So there we go. And then here's my else if statements. For multiple conditions. Okay, now if you've got the time, it's up to you whether you want to go overboard or not, but the point of annotation and comments is so that someone can quickly understand what you're writing and what you've written in your code. And if you have spent so much time writing more annotations than you have code, then something is wrong. So you should never have more annotations than code, in my opinion. So I've got my else if statements for multiple conditions. That's fine. Now save temp. This is my save routine, and again another try except block. And I've got in there show, so message box, and that is a Takinta message box. Explain errors to the user. I've already got my step 1, 2, and 3. Open the file. I'm just going to say in write mode to overwrite the last stored temperature. Do something. So when I do something part, we're going to write the current temp to the file. And close the file. Okay. This is a useful output for the user, and that's it. We could even say return to main routine, because we return back to the main routine, which is the graphic user interface really. And then we've got retrieve temp here as well. So try again. This time I've already explained try except above now, so I'm not going to do it again. And same to you, if you've explained something once, you don't have to explain it 600 times. Just explain it once thoroughly and you're good to go. So open, so this time we open the file in read mode. If the file doesn't exist, we will produce an error message. All right. Then we use read line to read a single line. That is all we need. Okay. We close the file, and then we output or show over to the user. And now we go down here. This is a global variable. Gets used in multiple routines. So this creates an object from the TK class. This is setting up the frame. And that sets up the frame for the GUI objects, the graphic user interface objects, and then pack it. Pack it to the window. All right. Now this label is for the title, and we do that using the grid system. And we're at row 0, column 0, which puts it in the top left-hand corner. The label itself, so this is the first object, so under the title is the first label. So string var works the same way as a normal string data type. However, string var has some additional properties that comes with Tkinter. So it has getters and setters to allow us to extract and set data. That's what they're used for. And then you have the entry box is created. And it allows you to enter the temperature. All right. Then that's again put in the grid system, and it uses the sticky. So sticky uses north, east, south, and west coordinates, and that's where it's placed there. Row 1, column 1 is just below row 0, column. It's next to column 1, column 0 on the right hand side, and it's below row 0. So it's just underneath. And then frame 2, so win, yeah. So pack all that to the frame. And then we've got our buttons. So we explained pack before, the buttons there. So created 3 buttons, all with commands to the subroutines. Okay. Then we pack all the buttons side by side. All right. And then this is the main program. Loop keeps the window open, open and running. Okay, and that is it, people. That is it. So we've now effectively commented. You can see that just by looking sort of up and down quickly. You can see that we've commented all of that work, which is pretty impressive. I'm going to save this now. That's all done. And that is it, people. So in total, now that is 8 marks for the annotation, which is quite a lot of marks. Normally it's 4. 12 marks for the actual addition of functionality added, and then you got 4 marks for the fixing the code in the first place. Okay, hopefully that helps, and thank you very much, and I'll be sure to see you again very soon.